What is up, guys? Ghost here, and today we're going to be doing a game review on Underlock. Before we get into it, I just want to say that this is a new concept for the channel that I'm going to be diving into, doing game reviews and expressing my opinion to you guys. So with that being said, let's get into it. Underlock is a new horror survival game that pins 4 survivors against 1 monster. The main objective as survivors is pretty simple. Find keys and escape before the killer kills you. Armed with only flashlights and your wits, you and your team will have to explore different environments looking for keys that are specific to certain doors. Some keys may have what looks like a clover end, which you will need to find the door with the exact same icon on it to make sure that you can unlock that door. The keys can literally be anywhere, so make sure that you check every nook and cranny that you come across. The keys do have a faint glow to them, so they aren't super hard to find. As for the survivors, they don't really have anything special about them. They don't have any perks or anything to help aid them in escaping. Just a flashlight that you can pick up at the beginning of the game. Just don't be like me and forget to pick one up, like I've done in 2 games now. But now that we're done rambling about the survivors, let's go ahead and dive into the monsters. Currently, at the time of recording this video, there are 2 monsters in the game, the first being the Wheeper. Now, the Wheeper cannot see survivors directly, however, he does have a set of abilities to help him detect, track, and hunt down the survivors. When you load into the game as the killer, this is the screen you're going to be greeted with. There's a few key aspects to pay attention to and read over, especially if you're new to the game. The first one being the power bar. You gain power over time and also for survivors triggering traps. You can set traps to scare the survivors, power charge unlocks new abilities, and maximum charge allows to devour survivors. So what the last 2 bullet points right here means, obviously at that white bar, that is the point where you unlock your first skill, which is a blink. And when you fill the bar up completely, not only is that the point where you can start killing survivors, but you'll unlock your second ability, which is a reveal. Now, around the map there will be items outlined for you, which are traps that you can set, and if the survivors walk by them, they'll trigger an alarm, which will show you the outline of the survivor for a short amount of time. I believe my group timed this to be roughly around 5 seconds. The monster walks slow, but the Wheeper has a blink ability that allows you to travel a distance very quickly. The second ability that the Wheeper has reveals the survivors anywhere on the map for roughly, again, I believe we timed it for 5 seconds. The cooldowns of the abilities are the blink or teleport, whatever you want to call it, is a 30-second cooldown, and the reveal ability is a 60-second cooldown. This monster definitely needs some balance rework. Playing as this monster just isn't nearly as fun as Flatface, which I'll be going over his character in just a minute. Wheeper just overall is a very easy monster to play as. It's pretty busted, and my group has decided if we are going to play as Wheeper, we have a house rule that we're not going to use the reveal ability just because of how super strong and pretty much unbeatable the killer is when you get both abilities unlocked. But now we're going to move over to Flatface, which is by far the more fun monster to play as. When you join the game as Flatface, this is the screen that you're greeted with. It's pretty much the same screen that you're greeted with the Wheeper, only with a little bit more information. With this killer, you gain power and devour the survivors, and you can't move while someone looks at you. So you gain power over time, and additionally when survivors look at you. The more survivors that look at you, the faster your bar fills up. Power charge unlocks new abilities, and maximum charge allows you to devour the survivors. The abilities that this killer has are a teleportation to a random position. Your second skill, you can turn off every light source around you to create complete darkness for the survivors. The third skill is you can create a copy of yourself at your current position. And the last skill is a teleportation to a specific point nearby. Now, the cooldowns for each of the abilities are as follows. For the random teleport, it's a 30-second cooldown. To turn off all the lights is a 30-second cooldown. Making a clone of yourself is 15-second cooldown, and specific teleport is also a 15-second cooldown. Now when you shut the lights off, the lights go dark for roughly 2 seconds, which allows you to get a teleport off or to potentially get close enough to the survivors to kill them when your meter is completely full. The only ability that you cannot use while survivors are looking at you is the specific teleportation. Now what you can do is you can either teleport to a random position to get out of their eyesight, or if you use your second skill to turn off the lights, then you can activate your specific teleport to get behind them in that 2-second window that you have when the lights are off. So that is the cat mouse game that you have to play with the survivors. If they are looking at you, you can shut off all light sources and teleport behind them to potentially get a kill on them. My opinion of the killers in this game are as follows. The Wheeper is just too easy and super overpowered in the current state of the game. They need to balance this killer and make it more fun for the survivors to play against, because the Wheeper, as of right now, is pretty much unbeatable. Flatface, on the other hand, gives you the jump scare factor in the game. And with the ability to drop a clone and teleport to another location, and the ability to play the cat-mouse game with the survivors, with shutting lights off and teleporting behind them, this is by far my favorite monster to play at the moment. Who knows what other monsters we'll see added to the game? Underlock is less than a week old, so only time will tell. The game is VR supported, but as of the making of this video, some controllers are having issues with the connectivity to the game. Even with the small amount of bugs that I have encountered, the game overall is still fun. I hope the devs fix the small bugs quickly, especially the VR controller support. This game has a lot of potential, and the devs just need to keep their head in it, continue putting in hard work, and make the game a success. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comments down below if you have not played this game, and if you have, what have you liked and what have you disliked about it? Also, who's your favorite monster to play as? This game is currently available on Steam for $10. I think that it's totally worth it. To me, it feels like a mix of Phasmophobia and Dead by Daylight. Overall, my experience with the game has been amazing. Even though there are bugs and glitches, those minor bugs don't take away the fun factor that this game gives. Hopefully this video gives you guys some insight on the game. If you guys have any questions, I'll go ahead and link their Discord in the description down below. Feel free to join, and you can ask any questions that you may have there. Also want to take this time to thank Goust for helping me with this video. Make sure you guys go check out his channel. I'll leave a link in the description down below, as well as go ahead and leave a link up over here. I just want to say that I also stream on Twitch Monday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday at 2 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. I'll go ahead and leave a link to that in the description down below. Be sure to come hang out in the streams and check out all the action live. But I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you click that thumbs up. Also hit that subscribe button and click that little bell icon to turn on notifications so you never miss another video. Until next time.